Good morning students. So, today we are going to have a revision session for poem number 1 from Hornbill, a photograph. Now here as you can see the poem has been written by Shirley Tolson. Now in this poem the poet has beautifully described a very nice bond between her mother and the daughter, the poetess. Now let us move to a short summary here. In the first phase, it begins with the poetess mother's photo which is lying with the cardboard frame. Now here this photograph is the key point here, that is the central piece of the discussion in complete poem. This photograph is being framed on a cardboard frame, and this cardboard frame is basically it symbolizes that though we cannot have, it is just a way to prolong the existence of a person in which the manner in which the photograph has been tried to be preserved and conserved by the author, because she finds it to be very precious. Now the poetess young mother is seen flanked by her siblings. Now in this photograph the poetess mother is hardly of 12 years old, and she has gone for a sea holiday on a beach along with her two cousins Betty and Dolly, and these three girls, they are been enjoying their beach holiday, and this picture was being clicked by their uncle on the beach. So here in this picture along with the three girls, there is in the background it shows the sea. See here, the picture also shows the sea waves in motion, which has been able to resist the cycle of change even though her mother, motionless in the photograph, has surrendered to her mortality. Now there is a contrasting aspect in this photograph. The smiling and laughing girls, they are the mortal part of that photograph, whereas the sea which is been showing movement of waves, though it is in motion, but it has hardly been impacted by the change of time. It has it's an eternal thing. It will not be destroyed with the passage of time, but the girls, the author, the poet's mother and her cousins are, they are influenced, they are being impacted by the passage of time. Now as we can see here in the second phase, her mother has grown older and remembers her two cousins. Now after several years, the poet and her mother, they both are sitting and they both are viewing the photograph again. Her mother is laughing looking at the photograph, and in that photograph she was just enjoying how she was remembering her cousins, those beautiful childhood days, and she was been laughing looking at the way these girls were being dressed at that time, and this was how she was enjoying her and relishing her memories which were being captured in that photograph. Whereas the author, this poet, the poetess was being very happy, she was also been laughing, finding her mother to be so happy and deeply engraved in her childhood memories. Now see here, the photograph is a memory for both mother and the daughter, entwined them together even after her mother has left her forever. Now after many years, again the poet looks towards that photograph and she starts remembering her, the way the mother and the daughter, they were discussing about the photograph, and she remembered those nice moments which she spent with her mother, and now after those 12 years her mother is no more now in the world. She has lost her mother now forever. Now, but still she finds all those beautiful memories to be there in her mind, and she was just trying to visualize all those moments which were been the happy moments for which she spent with her mother. Finally, she accepts her resignation to the final silence of death. Towards the end of the poem, in the last 3 lines, see here, the poet, she surrenders to the circumstances, to the present situation where she finds it to be very sorrowful. She is deeply in feeling that pain, that loss, which is because now her mother is no more, but experiencing that pain and that sorrowfulness, she has resignated in silence. So, the poet ends with that it's silence and silence, that shows that the poet has surrendered herself in the complete silence, just trying to revive herself from that. So, those moments, those feelings of sadness. Now, in this poem, we have done some of the copy work which we have already sent to you. Now, let us discuss few of the questions here. Now, let us discuss question 1, which is based on the extract which has been taken from the poem. See here, this is the second stanza of the poem. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. Now, these on the basis of these lines, the questions are being followed here. See the first question, who is her, what happened to her? So, in the above lines, her is being the poet's mother, and she is no more now, she has passed away. So, this is the first question. Now, let us move to the second one here. What is the poet's sorrow? Why the poet is being sad? Now, this is, see, the poet is sorrowful because she misses her mother and her laughter. She was memorizing her mother, looking at the photograph, the way she used to laugh when they were been discussing about that photograph. All those memories made her to be sorrowful as she was missing her mother. Okay, there is one more question here. Explain the line here, both vary with the laboured ease of loss. See here, the context of the above line is the mother's recollection of her childhood days and the poet's recollection of her mother's laughing face. Now, what is happening here is they both are remembering, the mother is remembering her old childhood days which she used to enjoy with her cousins, and that photograph is revealing how happy they used to be in their childhood. All those beautiful memories she is recollecting at that time. And whereas the poet on the other hand, she is been having the memories of how her mother used to laugh looking at the photograph. So, the poet's recollection of her mother's laughing face. They both are disappointed at their loss. See, now over the passage of time, after 20-30 years, as the time has passed on, they both are being sad about, disappointed about that they have lost all those good times with the within these 30-40 years, but labor to cope with them. Then they are putting lots of efforts so that they can cope up with this loss, and they can make them to be, they want them to be both emotionally stable, they don't want to cry, they were trying to console themselves. Okay. So, that is how this line means here. Okay. Now, let us move to the second extract is from the first stanza and from the fifth line here. a sweet face, my mother's that was before I was born, and the sea which appears to have changed less. So, on the basis of this extract, some questions are being talked here, they are being referred to this extract. See the first one, whose face is talked of here. So, in this the sweet face of the poet's mother is being talked here as they are viewing the photograph. Who has not changed much? So, as we can see from the lines, C has not seems to have not changed much, because it does not, the time does not impact the C. Now, the third question, what does the last line mean? In the extract, see here the last line is washed their terribly transient feet. So, this line here, the last line shows a contrast between the human beings who are greatly mortal and the sea which is immortal. So, the transient feet are of her mother, which are shown as, which are the mortal part of that photograph, and the sea which is in the background is the immortal background, which is immortal, which has the eternal existence. Okay. So, this is how we have discussed here the extract based questions. Now, let us move to the first question here. What does the word cardboard denote in the poem? Why has this word been used? Now, as we discussed while we discussed the summary also, that the cardboard is the frame on which that photograph has been placed, so that it can support the photograph. See here the answer. In the poem, the word cardboard stands for the frame that supports and borders the photograph. The photograph shows the poet's mother as a 12-year-old girl with two of her cousins enjoying a sea holiday. The word cardboard has been used to depict that the photograph is old, fragile and vulnerable. This aspect you can understand, that photograph is been quite old. So, to give a support and to conserve it for longer time, so that the poetess, she can finally keep the memories of her mother to be intact. So, that is why that cardboard frame has been used. The use of cardboard as a photo frame gives strength to the memory which remains eternal. So, this is how the cardboard word has been described. Okay, now, let us move to one more question here. The poet's mother laughed at the snapshot. What did this laugh indicate? Okay, so look here for the answer. The poet's mother laughed while recalling a moment of her past captured in the photograph. A poet's mother was looking at the photograph, and when she was been looking at her cousins, the way they used to dress, she was been laughing, memorizing all those happy moments which she spent in her childhood. Okay. So, she looks back at her childhood days with nostalgia and recollects her innocent joys. Looking at the picture years later brings in her mind the fond memories. So, these fond memories were of her childhood. She laughs at the way they were dressed up for the beach holiday. So, that aspect, how they used to dress up, how they were they spent time on the beach. So, that all those memories were making her to laugh. But in the midst of these pleasant memories lies the pain of loss. The pain comes from the acknowledgement that the lovely days of her childhood and the laughter would never come back to her. As she was missing her childhood days, looking to that picture, and here that pain has been acknowledged, and the laughter here which was being spread on the faces of those pretty girls in the photograph, that would never come back to her, and this was being that is why she was being emotional at that time. Now, let us discuss here one more question. See here, what does this circumstance refer to? This circumstance refers to the present situation of the poet, wherein the poet is absorbed in the painful memories of her dead mother. Looking at the photograph and thinking of her mother's laughter, the poet also realizes that it has been the same number of years since her mother died as the mother's age in the photograph. Now, here see the circumstances means those situations which at present the poet was been facing. She was facing a deep pain, a sorrowful situation. She was missing her mother, she was missing her laughter, and she was in a deep pain of losing her mother, and now she was viewing that photograph, she was looking at the photograph again and thinking of her, how she spent nice time, had nice memories with her mother. So, this is how we can understand here. Now, another important question here is, the 3 stanzas depict 3 different phases. What are they? So, the first stanza refers to the childhood days of the poet's mother when she was 12 years old, and so the stanza depicts the photograph of her mother when she went for a beach holiday with her cousins and uncle. So, this was the first phase in which that photograph is revealing how the happy childhood days were, and it was being captured by her uncle, that in that photograph she was being memorizing about her cousins. Okay. In the second phase, in the second stanza, it refers to the poet's childhood days when her mother had become an adult. It depicts her mother recalling her childhood days while looking at the old photograph of hers mentioned in the first stanza. So, in the second phase, the poet was small, she was in her childhood, and the mother was looking at the photograph and she was remembering her old childhood days, and this was as been mentioned in the, as we have already seen it in the first stanza. Now, in the last stanza, the poet's adult life is described in which her mother is not with her anymore. So, in the third stanza we can see that the poet has again looking, she is again looking at the photograph after several years, and now in this situation she has already lost her mother. She has been dead for almost 12 years. The stanza depicts the poets looking at the same photograph and recollecting her mother's laughter. So, she was memorizing her mother's laughing face and the memories which she was having from her childhood, where her mother was sharing her childhood experiences with the poet. The loss of her mother puts her in utter grief. She has no words to describe the terrible pain of her mother's death, and that is why in this last stanza she surrenders to that deep grief and pain in a silent manner. So, this is how the complete poem is being covered in these 3 stanzas. So, students, hopefully you must have understood all the questions and the various key aspects of this poem. Thank you for attending this revision session. Stay home and stay safe.